Now, there are a lot of wild theories that exist in our world today about people being replaced by everything from aliens to interdimensional beings. And while none of those conspiracies actually hold any truth, they aren't completely unwarranted. Sci-fi movies like Invasion of the Body Snatchers from 1978 filled the public consciousness with the idea that friends or neighbors could be replaced without anyone being the wiser. But the concept likely goes back a lot further. In 1970, Japanese robotics professor Masahiro Mori coined the term Uncanny Valley to describe an odd feeling people would get when interacting with objects that were human-like in appearance. Up to a certain point, people didn't really have a problem. But when an artificial object like a robot, android, or CGI face is too perfect, too human-like, we tend to feel revulsion towards it. There are a couple of theories about what causes this, with both taking us back to prehistoric times when Homo sapiens weren't the only game in town. About 50,000 years ago, Homo sapiens shared the world with other hominid groups, like Neanderthals, Denisovans, and other similar species. One theory about the origin of the Uncanny Valley focuses on the strife and competition that likely existed between these groups. If you were in a group of fellow Homo sapiens, a Neanderthal, for instance, might have been a threat. They would have looked a lot like you, but with subtle differences that would allow them to be spotted and dealt with before they could do any harm. This Uncanny Valley feeling could be a direct genetic quirk that stuck with us even after the other hominids died out. It's also thought that it could be related to some kind of pathogen avoidance, with subtle differences in facial features distinguishing members of the group that had some kind of disease or deformity. The feeling of unease could have been a warning sign to stay away from those individuals that had something wrong with them to prevent the spread of a contagion that could be deadly. But while the reasons for the Uncanny Valley feeling are up for debate, the feeling itself could help to explain both the conspiracies around people being replaced in the real world and the panic among communities in Fallout about synths. If our brains are hardwired to spot small discrepancies in faces, providing a signal in the form of an uneasy feeling when we spot them, it's possible the same system could malfunction, causing us to doubt whether the person that we're looking at is actually who we think they are. Even if it's a familiar face, one we've seen 1,000 times, a misfiring of the neurons responsible for the Uncanny Valley feeling could make us uneasy and lead to questions about the person we thought we knew.